Chapter 6. The Third Sector and the Circular Economy, Valuable Contributions, Effective Communication and Adult Engagement. The third sector has valuable potential in the circular economy, making significant contributions and promoting the active participation of adults. James Photo Nick. Did you know that? The services sector plays a fundamental role in the Spanish economy, representing the most important sector in terms of gross domestic product, GDP, and job creation. According to data from 2018, services account for 77.9% of total employment in Spain, according to the Instituto de Estudios Empresariales de Madrid, IEA Madrid.EMS desde Deles. However, it is important to note that the service sector also generates a considerable amount of waste. In total, it is estimated that around 5,698,000 tonnes of waste is generated per year, and 60% of this comes from the commercial sector. In addition, it is relevant to mention that a large amount of waste generated in households is also related to this sector. It is interesting to note that approximately 19% of the waste generated in the service sector is considered hazardous, mainly due to hazardous equipment. Another striking fact is that 34.5% of the plastics generated in Spain originate in the service sector. These figures highlight the importance of effectively addressing waste management in this sector, promoting sustainable practices and circular solutions. These data reflect the need for action to address the environmental challenges associated with the services sector, both in terms of waste management and reducing the impact of plastic. It is essential to promote the adoption of sustainable practices in this sector and to work towards a more circular economy that minimizes waste and promotes reuse and recycling. The third sector, composed of not-for-profit organizations, associations, and foundations, plays a crucial role in promoting the circular economy. These organizations are well positioned to communicate the principles and benefits of the circular economy to the adult population and engage them in adopting more sustainable practices. In this chapter, we will explore the valuable contributions that the third sector can make, the importance of effective communication, and how to encourage the engagement of the adult population in the transition to a circular economy. 1. Valuable contributions from the third sector. The third sector can make a number of valuable contributions to the promotion of the circular economy. A. Experience and knowledge. Third sector organizations often have extensive experience in issues related to the environment, sustainability, and social justice. Their specialized knowledge enables them to understand the challenges and opportunities of the circular economy and to provide relevant information to the adult population. B. Development of programs and projects. The third sector can develop programs and projects that encourage the adoption of circular practices among the adult population. For example, they can establish training and capacity building in circular economy, organizing educational events, and promoting participation in reuse and recycling activities. C. Collaboration and networks. The third sector has a wide network of collaborators and allies, including other non-profit organizations, socially responsible companies, academic institutions, and government entities. These networks allow for the creation of strategic alliances and collaboration on circular economy initiatives, broadening the scope of actions and generating a greater impact. 2. Effective communication. Effective communication is essential to involve and engage the adult population in the circular economy. The third sector can use different approaches to communicate the concepts and principles of the circular economy in a clear and accessible way. A. Simple and accessible language. It is important to use understandable language to convey the concepts of the circular economy. Avoiding technical terms and using concrete, everyday examples will help to make the information more accessible and relevant to the adult population. B. Inspiring narratives and stories. Inspiring stories and narratives can be powerful in conveying the positive impact of the circular economy. Sharing success stories and testimonials from people who have successfully adopted circular practices can motivate and empower adults to take sustainable action. C. Use of diverse media. The third sector can take advantage of a wide range of media, such as websites, social networks, blogs, newsletters, and community events, to disseminate information on the circular economy. Tailor the message to different communication channels will allow a wider and more diverse audience to be reached. Engagement of the adult population. The engagement of the adult population is essential to drive the adoption of sustainable practices in the circular economy. The third sector can foster this engagement in a number of ways. A. Education and awareness raising, providing clear and relevant information on the benefits of the circular economy, will help the adult population to understand its importance and motivate them to take concrete action. Workshops, seminars, and educational events can be effective tools to educate and raise awareness about the circular economy. B. Active participation. The third sector can promote the active participation of the adult population in activities related to the circular economy, such as reuse, recycling, repair, and participation in community projects. Encouraging active participation gives people the opportunity to directly experience the benefits of the circular economy and strengthens their commitment to sustainable practices. C. Empowerment and support. The third sector can empower adults by providing them with tools and resources to adopt circular practices in their daily lives. This can include information on where to recycle properly, how to reuse products, sustainable purchasing options, and solutions to reduce food waste. By offering practical support, the third sector helps overcome barriers and facilitates the adoption of more sustainable practices. This is why the third sector plays a valuable role in promoting the circular economy among the adult population. Through its contributions, effective communication, and fostering engagement, the third sector can help drive a successful transition to a more circular and sustainable economy. By educating, empowering, and collaborating with the adult population, the third sector can generate a positive shift in attitudes, behaviors, and practices towards an economic model that maximizes the value of resources and minimizes environmental impacts. 6.1. How the third sector can contribute to the CE, discovering the potential of the social sector in the circular economy. The concept of the circular economy has gained prominence in recent decades as an alternative approach to the linear model of production and consumption. Rather than following the pattern of take, make, and dispose, the circular economy seeks to maximize the value of resources through reuse, recycling, and regeneration. In this chapter, we explore how the third sector can play a role in the circular economy. The EU has a key role to play in the transition to a circular economy, taking advantage of its distinctive characteristics and unique capabilities. 1. Promoting awareness and education. The third sector can play a crucial role in promoting awareness and education on the circular economy. In addition to awareness-raising campaigns, third sector organizations can develop specific educational programs that address the principles and benefits of the circular economy. These programs can target different interest groups, such as students, consumers, entrepreneurs, and decision-makers. By providing clear and accessible information, the third sector can help people understand how their individual actions can contribute to the circular economy and how they can make more sustainable choices in their lives. 2. Encouraging reuse and sharing. The third sector can play an active role in promoting the reuse and exchange of products and resources. Third sector organizations can set up exchange networks where people can donate or exchange used goods instead of throwing them away. They can also set up second-hand shops or flea markets where used goods in good condition can be sold at affordable prices. These initiatives not only encourage the reuse of products, prolonging their useful life, but also promote more conscious consumption and reduce the demand for new resources. 3. Boosting the local economy. The third sector, being rooted in local communities, can play a key role in boosting the local economy through the circular economy. Third sector organizations can collaborate with local small businesses committed to sustainable practices and encourage the consumption of local products and services. They can also support the creation of recycling and repair cooperatives, generating employment and strengthening economic resilience at the local level. By fostering a circular economy at the local level, the third sector contributes to reducing dependence on external resources and to creating a more sustainable and equitable economy. 4. Innovation and experimentation. The third sector is known for its capacity for innovation and social experimentation. In the context of the circular economy, it can play a key role in identifying and promoting sustainable business models and technological solutions. Third sector organizations can carry out pilot projects and proofs of concept to test new ideas and approaches in practice. This can include implementing innovative waste management systems, promoting new business models based on the function economy, e.g., offering services instead of selling products, and collaborating with businesses and social entrepreneurs to develop circular solutions. Through experimentation and collaboration, the third sector can generate valuable practical knowledge that can be scaled up and replicated on a larger scale. 5. Public policy advocacy. The third sector has a long tradition of advocating and promoting public policies that address social and environmental challenges. In the context of the circular economy, third sector organizations can advocate for policy and regulatory frameworks that encourage the adoption of circular practices. This may include the promotion of tax incentives for sustainable businesses, the implementation of responsible production and consumption standards, and pressure to eliminate subsidies for environmentally harmful activities. In addition, the third sector can engage in consultation and dialogue with decision-makers to ensure that public policies are inclusive, equitable, and effective in moving towards a circular economy. By lobbying and working in partnership with other actors, the third sector can play a key role in transforming policies towards a more inclusive, equitable, and effective framework for a circular economy more favorable to the circular economy. The third sector, through its capacity to foster awareness and education, promote reuse and sharing, boost the local economy, encourage innovation and experimentation, and advocate for public policies, can play an essential role in the transition to a circular economy. By leveraging its distinctive characteristics and its roots in local communities, the third sector can mobilize people, businesses, and decision-makers to adopt more sustainable practices and promote a model of production and consumption that maximizes the value of resources and minimizes environmental impacts. Through collaboration and collective action, the third sector can contribute to building a more just, equitable, and sustainable future. 6.2. Limited resources and how to communicate it. Effective communication on scarce resources in the circular economy. The active participation of adults in the circular economy is essential to build a sustainable future in which our resources are used efficiently and responsibly. Jane Goodall. Resource scarcity is one of the fundamental challenges facing our society in the context of the circular economy. Effective communication on the resource scarcity is crucial to encourage the adoption of sustainable practices and promote the transition to a more circular economic model. In this chapter, we will explore how to communicate effectively about resource scarcity in the framework of the circular economy, highlighting the importance of communicating clear and relevant messages to motivate behavioral change. 1. Contextualize resource scarcity. It is essential to contextualize resource scarcity in the broader context of the circular economy. Communication should explain how the linear model of production and consumption depletes natural resources and how the circular economy proposes alternatives to maximize the value of those resources. Providing concrete examples of resources being depleted and the associated negative impacts can help the audience understand the importance and urgency of the situation. 2. Use data and evidence. Effective communication on scarce resources in the circular economy needs to be backed up with solid data and evidence. Data on resource extraction and depletion, consumption rates, and waste generation can be powerful and help convey the magnitude of the problem. Use graphics, infographics, and data visualizations can facilitate understanding and generate a greater impact on the audience. 3. Highlight the benefits of efficient resource management. In addition to highlighting resource scarcity, it is important to communicate the benefits of efficient resource management. This may include the reduction of dependence on non-renewable resources, decreasing waste generation, saving costs, and creating economic opportunities through reuse and recycling. Showcase success stories and concrete examples of how efficient resource management has generated economic and environmental benefits can be motivating for the audience. 4. Connecting resource scarcity with human well-being. Effective communication on scarce resources must go beyond environmental and economic aspects and focus on how sustainable resource management can improve human well-being. This involves highlighting how resource depletion affects air, water, and food quality, as well as the health of communities. Communicating how the circular economy can contribute to a healthier environment, job creation, and improved quality of life can generate greater audience engagement and motivation. 5. Use positive approaches and practical solutions. While resource scarcity can be an issue of concern, it is important to communicate it constructively and focus on practical solutions. Instead of conveying a negative and alarmist message, communication should highlight the opportunities and actions that people can take to contribute to the circular economy. For example, highlight the importance of waste reduction, reuse of products, proper recycling, and support for companies committed to the circular economy can empower the audience and give them the tools to act. Effective communication about scarce resources in the circular economy is essential to motivate behavioral change and encourage more sustainable practices. By contextualizing resource scarcity, using data and evidence, highlighting the benefits of efficient resource management, connecting it to human well-being, and using positive approaches and practical solutions, we can convey a clear and relevant message that inspires audiences to adopt circular practices. By effectively communicating resource constraints, we can promote greater awareness, commitment, and action towards an economic model that maximizes the value of resources and minimizes environmental impact. 6.3. How to involve adults, motivating active participation and engagement of adults in the circular economy. Education and awareness raising are the most powerful tools to change consumption patterns and guide adults towards a circular economy, where waste becomes a valuable resource. Ellen MacArthur. The engagement and active participation of adults are key pillars in driving the transition to the circular economy. Motivating adults to adopt sustainable practices and to engage in circular initiatives can generate a significant impact on reducing resource consumption and waste generation. In this chapter, we will explore effective strategies to engage adults in the circular economy, encouraging their active participation and commitment to sustainable practices. Education and awareness raising. Education and awareness raising are the first steps to engage adults in the circular economy. It is essential to provide clear and accessible information on the principles and benefits of the circular economy, as well as concrete actions they can take in their daily life. Workshops, seminars, awareness-raising campaigns, and educational programs can help raise awareness of the importance of the circular economy and motivate adults to take sustainable action. Creating practical opportunities. Providing practical opportunities to participate in the circular economy can be highly motivating for adults. This involves organizing community recycling events, swap markets for used products, repair workshops, and visits to recycling centers and waste treatment plants. These practical activities allow adults to directly experience the benefits of the circular economy and to acquire skills related to reuse and recycling. Incentives and rewards. The use of incentives and rewards can be an effective strategy to motivate the active participation of adults in the circular economy. Incentive programs can be set up in which participants obtain discounts, points, or rewards for adopting sustainable measures, such as recycling, reusing, or reducing resource consumption. These incentives can be provided by companies, non-profit organizations, or even governmental entities. Collaboration and networking. Encouraging collaboration and networking among adults can strengthen their participation in the circular economy. Community groups or exchange networks can be established in which adults share information, resources, and experiences related to the circular economy. These networks can function as platforms for collaboration, exchange of ideas, and mutual support in adopting sustainable practices. Effective communication and role models. Effective communication plays a key role in engaging adults in the circular economy. It is essential to convey clear and relevant messages about the benefits of the circular economy and to provide examples of people and companies that are successfully adopting sustainable practices. Highlighting inspirational stories and role models can motivate and empower adults, demonstrating that adopting circular practices is feasible and rewarding. Development of enabling policies. The creation of enabling policies can be an important driver for engaging adults in the circular economy. Governments and institutions can implement measures that facilitate the adoption of sustainable practices, such as tax incentives for circular enterprises, regulations that promote the waste reduction and recycling, and education and awareness raising programs at national level. By creating an enabling environment, the active participation of adults in the circular economy is facilitated. The engagement and active participation of adults is essential to move towards the circular economy. Through education and awareness raising, the creation of practical opportunities, the use of incentives and rewards, the promotion of collaboration and networking, effective communication, and the development of supportive policies, adults can be motivated to adopt sustainable practices and participate in circular initiatives. By working together, adults can play an active role in building a more sustainable future and promoting the circular economy in their communities and beyond. With this guide and activity sheets focusing on the circular economy, we aim to foster a sustainable mindset and promote responsible practices in various fields. The circular economy is an approach that invites us to rethink the way we produce, consume, and use resources more consciously and efficiently. Through these activities, we have explored various strategies to raise community awareness, generate collaboration between different stakeholders, develop sustainable projects, and make informed decisions that positively impact our environment. We hope that these proposals will inspire all organizations and participants to embrace the circular economy as a powerful tool to address environmental and social challenges. By working together, we can build a more sustainable and equitable future where our resources are used responsibly and in harmony with the environment. Remember that these activities are just a starting point, and we encourage you to adapt and customize them according to the specific needs and context of your community or organization. Every small step towards the circular economy counts and brings us closer to a more prosperous and planet-friendly world. Let's keep driving change towards a circular and sustainable future for all.